Hey guys. Hello everyone. Ready for today's dive? Hello Dev sir.
हाय मीनाक्षी, how are you?
How are you sir? I'm good.
बहुत बहुत बढ़िया। क्या हाल चाल है? कुछ नया पुराना?
बढ़िया, आप बताइए।
कहाँ ट्रैवल कर रही हो?
अभी तो घर
वंडरलस्ट।
में। सर ओमिक्रॉन ने सारे प्लान्स कैंसिल किए हुए हैं।
I can understand. I can understand.
आप बताइए। You have been traveling a lot, a lot. I keep seeing a lot of videos.
I do, but अभी बहुत कम हो गया। अभी सिर्फ सिटी टू सिटी चल रहा है इधर उधर। But yeah, otherwise it's good. Otherwise good. Yeah.
Yes, I have seen like a lot of cities that you traveled. Nagaland भी गए थे आप अभी, and I saw a lot of videos. मेरे को पता नहीं था नागालैंड में इतनी सारी चीजें हैं. And now
Yeah.
that is also in my list now. So,
Yeah, we went to Nagaland से वहाँ से हम लोग फिर शिलोंग गए थे, डाउकी लेक वगैरह, and we went lot of on the way, lot of places we saw. Yeah, few months back.
wow, wow. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the live today. We have Dev Gadhvi with us, who quit his high-paying job and he built his passion around his built his business around his passion, and he's gonna tell us how through this live as well, and also he has been telling us a lot of things. He has given TEDx talk, Josh talks also as well. And I hope you learn a lot through this live. And if you guys have any questions, do give us in the question box, and I will take those questions as well. So, Dev, sir, I want to ask you one thing. पहले तो मैं super excited हूँ आपके एंटरप्रेन्योर वाला खून के रैप सॉन्ग के लिए.
मैं भी बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ। मैंने एक्चुअली जस्ट बट हल्का सा प्रोमो देखा है मैंने। ऑलमोस्ट हाफ रेडी है, फर्स्ट वर्जन ऑलमोस्ट रेडी है। बहुत मजेदार है, बहुत मजेदार है। It'll be really nice,
वंडरफुल.
really nice.
यस, कांट वेट. मैं इतनी सारी जब मैंने बिहाइंड द सीन जिस आपने बोला था कि रैप सॉन्ग करने जा रहे हैं, तो आई एम लाइक कि नॉर्मल रैप सॉन्ग, लाइक पीपल शूट वीडियोस फॉर songs and all in their own way, and but then you went full on into Bollywood, and then you hacked into
Yeah,
the
it was crazy.
you know
It was a new thing for me as well, that when I saw the professional photographers and videographers and shooting and trolleys and all venues and oh my god, हमारे बगल में ही serials shoot हो रहे थे, police station था. It was so fun. It was so much fun.
मैं वही देख रही थी कि पूरा सेटअप है प्रॉपर. यू हैव दिस एंटायर स्टूडियो फॉर योरसेल्फ. सो हाउ वाज दैट एक्सपीरियंस, द फर्स्ट टाइम ऑफ शूटिंग अ वीडियो प्रॉपर्ली लाइक बॉलीवुड?
I first time I'll tell you the first take which was happening when I was sitting in front of the camera. It was an office setup. I'm doing something on the computer, and I saw 22 eyes staring at me, and I was very conscious. I'm trying to act. Acting कभी किया नहीं है. So that made me realize that, man, you're always a beginner in something, and you always start somewhere in the bottom, and more you do that at the bottom, more and more humble you stay, more student like mentality that you have. I think more you grow in life. So that experience was fantastic. We actually had three different studios in three different locations for 3 days, and we had about more than 40 plus people working on this with junior artists, like 8 to 10 junior artists and all. So it was fantastic.
Wonderful. So, in like 3 to 4 studios, like you mentioned, locations. So, uh, that effort, I would like to know, कितना time लगा होगा to shoot that one song that you're going to, bring out for us?
Yeah, I mean, it actually took, in total, it took, months, I would say. First is writing the lyrics, then finding the music producer, and then going there for trial recording. And then trial is done, you're going to final recording. And after final recording, you have to wait for the music and everything to be finalized and, all those things. Then find the video edit, video director, and then finding the crew, location, then shooting 3 locations, day 1, day 2, more than 10, 12 outfits. And it was unbelievable, unbelievable. I think it took a lot of time,
Wow, just one music video and you had to change 10 to 12 outfits.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. हर बार makeup करो. I think makeup was the funniest part. I never did the makeup. Makeup बड़ा अजीब लग रहा था मेरे को makeup करके. But it's fun. It's fun.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I remember when I was little, no, so I used to give these stage shows. वो उस टाइम recordings नहीं होती थी. Otherwise, I used to perform dances on
अरे
big
वाह.
shows. So उस time I remember the makeup part when you said this. I remember makeup is like it goes for hours. that makeup
Yeah.
that it do for you to, and then when they say no, when you are coming in front of the camera, your makeup has to be even more perfect for that. It looks different
Yes.
on the camera. So,
Yes.
wow, I didn't know it took days and months for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's crazy.
one day shooting would have been like how many hours for just one day?
Whole day, whole day.
Whole day.
We go
Wow.
morning 9 or 10 o'clock, and then we are free by 7 or 8 o'clock. Full day. भाई
Wow.
एक ही सीन को इतना बार रिपीट करना पड़ता है अलग अलग एंगल से, राइट? एक शॉट दे दिया फ्यू सेकंड्स का, तो फिर ट्रोली वो पूरा वो ट्रोली होता है ना उसका कैमरा मूविंग का, तो वो ट्रोली वहां से डिसमेंटल करके यहाँ लगाएंगे पूरा पूरा पट्टी, फिर
हाँ.
वहां हटा के यहाँ लगाएंगे. सो क्रेजी, सो क्रेजी.
Wow. That's
You'll have a
amazing.
whole crew for, लाइट दादा अलग हैं, उनकी पूरा टीम अलग है, साउंड वाले पूरे अलग हैं, वीडियो वाले अलग हैं, सब सब अलग था. अलग डायरेक्टर, असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर, उसका भी डायरेक्टर, डीओपी. आई लाइक वाओ, पूरा इंडस्ट्री है, पूरा इंडस्ट्री जबरदस्त.
In just one song, imagine the
वन
effort they
सॉन्ग.
put for movies, right?
या
Wow, I didn't know
अनबिलीवेबल.
all of this. Like, that would have been a crazy, crazy experience, shooting a song. So,
इट वाज एन एडवेंचर.
hello to everyone who's joining. Srijan Bhadwaj, hello, and Amandeep sir, thank you for joining us live today, and thank you to everybody who's joining us, Tejas, Kaushik, and IDS Interiors, Sandeep. Thank you so much for joining. And अभी फिलहाल हमने बात करी है कि देव गढ़वी का एक song आने वाला है, which is Entrepreneur वाला Khoon, and he has done a rapping on that for the first time, and he has done a full-fledged shooting. So उन्होंने बताया बॉलीवुड का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा है शूटिंग का. It took days and nights for doing that. So that's crazily amazing, Dave sir. And if you guys have any questions, do drop in right now. You have this chance. Utilize this. Okay, sir. So utilizing the chance and opportunity से एक question कि internet has taken the entire I think morning to night of our life, and every day we are 24/7 on the internet, on every app that we are. So, and for me basically Instagram, and for you a lot of other apps. So I'd like to ask that you are also going to do this internet moguls with Avi Arya and Viraj Kalra and Gaurav Bhagat. So I want to know that one key way to utilize internet properly. Like, we are on the internet full time, so how do we utilize internet properly in this era of internet?
Either you're using internet, social media, or social media is using you. There is no third way, right? There's no middle. It's like I see 90+% people are being used by the social media, meaning they're just the consumers, and they consume. I think the fundamental shift that we all need to have is, if you see in the world, सबसे पैसा किसने ज़्यादा बनाया है? Who has made a lot of money? Somebody who has produced more than what they've consumed. Anybody you see. So same goes to you and your business as well. If you're producing more and consuming less, you will make more. So it's like, don't watch the news, create the news. That's what my first mentor, Grant Cardone, says. Don't watch the news, just watch the news, create the news. So I would say anybody who's not utilizing social media, internet, and the magical devices and apps like these, like how you're doing, how I'm doing, you're losing out a lot. And the day will come that if Google says you don't exist, that means you don't exist. That the day will come. It's already near. It's people already Googling you. Before they buy, they can Google you and search you. What are you doing? What are your YouTube channel? What are you doing on Instagram? And if they don't find you, the trust meter automatically goes down. And if the trust meter goes down, you don't have a high possibility of making money or impact or whatever you want to do. So that's how important it is.
True. And इसी से एक क्वेश्चन ये भी आता है कि इंटरनेट पे हमें हर जगह होना चाहिए, गूगल वगैरह एवरीवेयर. सो दैट वन थिंग वी वुड डू टू बी be present, and how to be omnipresent and balance that time we have to do these things as well, also manage our regular daily life tasks, so that internet doesn't use us but we use the internet.
I absolutely agree. Omnipresence is the place to be. Don't be in India, don't just be in Canada, be omnipresent. Be on all the channels all the time. That I remember the incident जब मैंने नया शुरू किया था ना, अभी तो people think अरे Dev Gadhvi has a team, Dev Gadhvi has a money, he can do a lot of things. But let's go back to when Dev Gadhvi started, right? 2016, 2017, when I had nobody and I was still in a job. I still had 10 hours of commitment. I know it was a high pressure job in sales. Yet I made a point that I'm going to create content every single day without missing, and I'm going to distribute the content on all the platforms. एक content नहीं, दो नहीं, 3 content, unique content every day. I'll create a WhatsApp group. I'll send a voice note every day. I'll create something on the rise. And एक समय ऐसा आया मीनाक्षी that कंपनी में जो काम कर रहे थे मेरे कलीग्स वगैरह, फ्रेंड्स वगैरह, जैसे देव जहां भी जाओ तुमको ही पाओ, right? Moment I open the LinkedIn, whenever moment I open LinkedIn, it is you. That's omnipresent. तो इतना करो काम, just put the social media on fire. Like वो फायर अगर अंदर में है ना तो उसको बाहर लाना है. Don't just keep putting the fire inside कि मुझे बहुत कुछ करना है. I want to do a lot of things. Don't be a talker. Be a doer. And keep doing so much that people go mad that how you're doing so much. And the easiest hack for this is just take your thoughts, put it out. Thoughts, put it out. Don't give too much of gap. Thinking, analyzing, processing, systemizing, then you put it out. No, socha, launch kiya. Socha, launch kiya. At the beginning, nobody's looking for perfection. At the beginning, nobody really cares. At the beginning, you're just building a consistency muscle. So don't look for perfection. Just build the consistency muscle. Then a day without content creation is day wasted. You wasted a day, you wasted a resource to make an impact on somebody at the comfort of your home, period.
Yes, and jab internet is the future, it's not just now Facebook or Instagram, it's metaverse.
Yeah,
People are
internet so all
actually
we did
buying.
जा रहे हैं हम लोग. We went from digital world, so we went from physical to digital to virtual, now augmented, right? Augmented reality. So digital, virtual reality, now augmented reality. It's actually feel like talking to you. Like आज हम मोबाइल के देख के बात कर रहे हैं. अब we are talking to each other with the mobile. Then there will be a hologram. It'll feel like, oh, Meenakshi is sitting in front of me. X person is sitting in front of me. And you can walk around in the same space also. We don't have to stick on the same mobile, same place. You can walk around together. अरे यार ये चलो ये दिखाता हूँ मैं तुमको, ये दिखाता हूँ मैं तुमको. You'll feel like, oh, in the house. तो अगर हम वहां तक पहुंच गए, तो at least internet तो adapt करो, social media तो adapt करो. Otherwise you'll become a dinosaur.
And then we'll, the millennials are gonna call us old people.
Yeah.
So you gotta catch up.
That's right. बूढ़े लोग.
Yeah, so you gotta be cool, for the Gen Z. Okay,
Yes.
so I'll take some questions from the audiences. There are a lot of questions. So Kailash Singh 10x is asking how to overcome negative thoughts.
Negative thoughts come from the person, the character that you build, your self-image. How do you see yourself? Negative thoughts आते क्यों हैं? किसी को naturally बहुत सारे negative thoughts आते हैं. किसी को naturally बहुत सारे positive thoughts आते हैं. And if you see, by default mode, for all of us, 80% and 80 to 90% of thoughts are typically of negative in nature or neutral in nature most of the time. So आपको वो negative या neutral को you have to channelize into a positive manner. And how do you do that? There is a system, there is a mechanism, there is a simple process that if you leave the thought to wander, तो खाली दिमाग शैतान का घर बोलते हैं ना, so our thoughts will just keep wandering and roaming around. Just do your conscious gratitude, imagination, visualization. ये 3 चीजें करनी है सुबह बस. Gratitude, be grateful in the morning. Imagine you living a wonderful life. Visualize it is all real. But if you do these 3 things consistently, your software will change and you start getting better thoughts because your self-image will change. And with that self-image, your thoughts will be better. With the positive thoughts will lead to positive energy. So that's one. Second is change your environment. आप किसके साथ time spend कर रहे हो? कौन है ऐसे लोग? Are they naturally negative? Are they naturally optimistic? Are naturally pessimistic? कैसे लोग हैं? Like as a CEO of your company, as a CEO of your life, people are looking up to you. And if you as a leader are negative, pessimistic, nobody likes to follow pessimistic. And things go difficult when things are tough. People will look up to the optimistic leader, a positive leader. But that can only happen when you build a positive self-image. And that positive self-image will only happen when you have the environment and you have these 3 mechanisms: visualization, gratitude, imagination, visualization. Period.
True. I totally agree with that. And let's say you don't have those people around you, then, you have people like Dev Gadhvi on the internet. So go follow and, watch them, and they share all this content so that you can have your, minds. जैसे music को कहते हैं ना कि you are surrounded by music on, दुनिया gone. So the same way you need to, listen to these people so that even if you don't have that, surroundings for you, you can create those through your headphones and, your devices and your internet. And talking
अरे मैं तो
about
बोलता हूँ ले लो,
manifestation.
बहुत एनर्जी है, बहुत पॉजिटिव एनर्जी, निचोड़ लो हमको, ले लो जितना चाहिए एनर्जी ले लो, more energy you take, more energy we will get back. So we are there to motivate you,
Exactly.
inspire you, to show you the path that how do you play the A level game. But look, don't get disheartened. अगर एनर्जी कभी लो हो जाता ना, तो don't beat yourself up. Just bounce back, watch some video, do some music, dance around, take bath, I don't know, something, do yoga, do running around, whatever it is, come out of that state. And एक बहुत अच्छा technique है to come out of the negative state or negative thought is change your physiology. If you change your physical, way of doing things, your mental state also changes. So negative thoughts will reduce. It'll be more positive if you change your physical state by moving around, jumping around, or even if you just stand and look up, you will start feeling really powerful. So these are simple hacks, man. Do it.
Totally agree with this. Totally agree. I'll share this live, and I think you guys should note this down. This is so important to, do it. Let's say you're feeling low, you need to listen to that, music. And I think music vibrations really, for me, it works. And, I'm totally into that zone of, I think I reached some spiritual level with that. And you're back with your, depressive thoughts. So you're out of it. So amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Dave. And also, I would like to, you said manifestation helps a lot. So, let me know that how much manifestation works and how one should manifest things, their goals that they want to achieve in their life.
Yeah, manifestation से मेरा ना बहुत गहरा रिश्ता है. मैं तो सिर्फ manifest नहीं करता हूँ. I don't just use law of attraction. I actually declare it to the world. Right? जो भी मुझे चाहिए होता है, I just see it in my mind. I believe it in my my DNA. Like in my emotion, using all my senses, I visualize it, I feel it, I believe in it truly, and then I just keep taking action and things just start opening up, one layer after layer, another after layer. It just keep happening to me. And when जब भी मेरे को thought आया ना, I just put it out on social media. Like I'll give you an example. 2019 में मैंने बोला था कि I will make my first $1 million in 2020. Like just in next 12 months, I'll become a millionaire. Like a lot of people laughed at me and this thing, but I had no answer how. Okay, I knew a little bit, and that time I was just making 1 or 2 crores. Like going from 1-2 crores to making 7 crores is like, man, it's not a joke. Like just starting as a solopreneur, just having 1 or 2 team members. तब मैंने declare कर दिया, अपने आप को visualize करने लगा. But you see, what did I visualize? I just did not visualize me becoming a millionaire. What I really visualize is impacting hundreds and thousands of lives. Through that, it resulted in money. So I don't look at just the fruit. A lot of people have misconception because I show a lot of those things, like fancy things like Ferrari and car and money and talk about money and all. But truly, I am not a money-minded person. I actually don't chase money. I know if I want to make more money, simple formula is add more value to people. So if I have to manifest to be a millionaire, I just need to add a lot of people, value to a lot of people. So I visualize that. Then I already declared for a lot of things. Whatever declared, it came true. Like right now, my declaration for manifestation is having a jet plane in 2025.
Wow.
Manifest. That's it.
Wow.
So, like I'll give you one more example. Okay, me and my cousin and one of my team members, Sham, we were traveling from Gujarat to Pune in Ferrari, and we were listening to rap song. The rap song kaise aaya? We were talking about rap song, right? So we're listening to this rap song, and he played Dino James ka song. I was like, yaar, who is this guy? Pehli baat to I did not connect with him. But after a few days, he said, ek baar sun ke dekho lyrics. I'm like, man, this is what I want to do. This is exactly what I want to do. And then what did I do? I just went in my mind, while driving the car only, I was in my mind, visualizing and believing that, man, a rap song bana liya hai. I only can see it. And I said, you know what, I'm going to make it happen. By the end of the year, we'll have the rap song. Ye baat alag hai, 1-2 mahina late ho gaya main, December hone wala tha. But it is becoming real. So it became real in my mind. I declared to the world and I told everybody I'm going to record a rap song. And I put it on social media. I started finding people. I said, yeah, Dino James ke jo bande hai na, music director, video director, I'm going to connect with them. I'm going to reach out to them. Immediately, maine gaadi rukaya. We took a break and I sent the messages to music director through his connections and all, through Instagram.
Wow.
And within 2 days, I connected with this guy. I said, hi, I've written lyrics. I have few things. Kacha pakka hai. Thoda likha hai. Thoda aur likhna baki hai. And then that's how I manifested. I declared to the world and things happen.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. And two things that I take from here is first to notice the details, just manifesting you have to focus on the details. That's the art of manifestation. And the second thing that I noted here is Instagram से उन्होंने contact किया है and you guys are like कैसे contact करें? Internet hai. You have Google just like we have Google, and you have Instagram just like we have Instagram. And now today, Dev Gadhvi is making this dream of becoming a rapper possible. So I think internet can be used that way as well.
It's
So
possible.
focusing on the details, and then secondly, you need to use the power of the internet. Okay, so we'll
Agree.
take some more questions from the audiences again. And guys, thank you for so many questions. You guys are going crazy with this. Thank you so much. Cool. So Tejas has asked this question: what is it which keep inspiring you to achieve the goals, whether it may be short term or long term?
See, ultimately, now we human beings, we think that we are driven by the money and materialistic things. In reality, it is not. ये सबको लगता है कि पैसा बड़ा motivator है. पैसा, if I make this money and I achieve this goal. Actually, money is only until certain point. Money is only motivator until you don't have enough.
Yeah.
Period. Money is not a motivator until you have enough. That's only time then. तो फिर क्या motivate करता है? What motivates me to achieve my goals, my ambition, my vision? Two things. One, and both are connected without order. One is my personal growth. That I love seeing me exploring myself and going to the next level as my own capability. Second is the contribution. Is when you combine this, when you're growing and helping others to grow. मैं बता रहा हूँ ये सोने पे सुहागा है. When you get these two drive, that you're not only growing in all the aspect, by the way, spirituality, business, money, relationship, health, holistic growth, right? Becoming a bigger and better version of yourself, a better person, building a great character, that drives me. But that can only happen when you're contributing as well to others. So both are interlinked. When you contribute more, you become a better character. When you become a better character, you can contribute more. That is the true driver. And whatever you get, name, fame, money, success, happiness, is all byproduct. Ye bottom line hai.
Truly, that's true. And all the elements that you mentioned, spirituality and holistic and wealth, it's not just about richness. And always, that's the reason whenever I send wishes to everybody, I say stay wealthy and happy and healthy. That's what is important. Cool. So I want to know that you also went to Vipassana. So this was your second time you went there. So what were your key takeaways, and why is it, is it necessary for all of us or just entrepreneurs, and who should go to Vipassana and why? And what were your
Yeah.
key takeaways from that?
Vipassana is a place where you disconnect from the world and you connect with your true self. I think that is the place, when you spend 10 days in whatever, asylum or, tum jo bhi bolo usko, you're caged up or you're locked up in a place and you cannot talk to anybody. There's no discussion. All you're doing is meditating, observing
Yeah.
your breath, observing your body sensation, and you learn a lot about yourself and your thought process. पहली बार जब मैं गया था ना, I realized that धीरे-धीरे ना मेरे में ego develop हो रहा था. At that time, I had just made, couple of crores and I just started. So I realized how my thought processes, I was starting to compare with other people, knowingly, unknowingly. I said, man, that is a deadly disease. So that was a big takeaway, and I again became more humble and focused. Second time, this time, there was no ego, but this time I realized a lot about myself as to how do I regulate and channelize my energy to maximize the impact that I want to have on others. And more than what I was learning from Goenkaji, I was also learning how is he teaching, and I can inculcate those spirituality and techniques and methods in my teaching as well to help others to grow. So that was the bottom line, that when you go within, you know more about yourself and the world and universe which is there. If you can't conquer this, you can't conquer anything outside.
Exactly. I saw that video where you said, metaverse कर रहे हैं, सब कोई अपनी universe को नहीं check कर रहा है. So that was really very, super cool thing. Somebody had to say it. And if you guys haven't heard that video, go to Dev Gadhvi's Instagram, Dev Gadhvi 10x, and you should definitely follow him. If you're not, go check out his YouTube channel. He shares some amazing, amazing facts. So all the best for your, jet sometime, in 2025.
साथ में उड़ेंगे कभी, साथ में फ्लाइट लेंगे हम कभी.
Oh, thank you so much. मैं वीडियो कंटेंट क्रिएशन करूंगी फिर.
Yes.
I mean, that would be amazing. Everybody note this down. This is happening. Okay, cool.
Thank you for all the lovely
Cool.
comment. Thank you so much. I'm just seeing some,
Yes.
lovely messages. Me
Some,
too.
yeah,
And
really great one. People
Arvind,
are
thank you
going
so
really
much.
crazy on this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being here with us, guys. I'm going to ask some more amazing questions. Don't worry, and you guys will get your questions answered as well. Thank you so much for showering so much love, and do check out Dev Gadhvi's channel as well as a story on TEDx, Josh Talks, as well as on my Inspiring Explorers podcast. It's all out there. Go check it out. It's amazing. And they've got here shared some travel experiences that you'll not find anywhere else. Okay. So that's on my podcast only exclusively.
Lovely,
All rights
lovely.
reserved. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So I have another question for you, Dave sir. So you drive Ferrari. Okay. So a lot of fan people, they just run to you and they are like, we are sick of your YouTube ads, dude. So how do you, what's the reaction and
Good.
feeling and those fans, having that fan moments with your fans? How does that feel and those vibrations and energies that you collect with all these people? So would you like to share some words about that?
So बड़ा अच्छा question है. Ferrari में मेरा love and hate connection हुआ है बहुत लोगों के साथ. Lot of people loving me for Ferrari, and a lot of people are hating me for Ferrari, and people are going to the extent where thinking, number क्यों नहीं दिखाते? भाड़े की गाड़ी है. I was like, what kind of mentality people have that they don't look at the motivation and they say, oh, if somebody can have a Ferrari, I can also own it someday. They actually putting their beliefs that, oh, if I can't have it, how can this man have it? Like it must be fake. So they try to project their belief and they project their limiting thoughts on others. And mostly कहाँ से आता है hate पता है? Most of the broke people, most of the nobodies of the world who is not adding anybody's value to anybody and just trying to put their own beliefs. But I would not talk about them. I'll talk about the people who are well-wishers. I think young kid came to me. A lot of people say, he thought this stage tha and all. He actually was shooting some videos with the Ferrari. And this boy, young boy appeared. He said, can I ask you a question? I like your Ferrari. I said, yeah, good. Thank you. Can I ask you a question? Yes. What do you do for a living? And that was the moment I said, wow, आज तक मुझे लोगों ने नहीं पूछा. I've gone from Pune to Gujarat by Ferrari and back, and a lot of people taking selfie videos in the of the car and themselves and all that. But nobody asked me, Dev, आप कौन हो? How do I own the Ferrari? Nobody cares about that.
Yes.
So people just look at the very superficial and highlighted bling bling thing, but they don't really care about the person who has actually earned it. The person could be more worth than the car because he's owned the car. So only suggestion that I want to give to people is don't follow materialistic thing. Don't follow bling bling. Focus on adding value to people, giving more value and impacting. And also to answer the question, why do I show the Ferrari? Why do I show this thing and all? Because यार अगर मैं ना प्रवचन देने लगा ना वीडियोस में, लोग नहीं आते हैं. मैंने कर लिया है ये बात ना 3-4 साल से मैं डंका बजा रहा हूँ कि add value, please add value, make an impact, make a difference, find your passion. कोई नहीं आता है. सब लोग को जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So I know whether I want it or not, I have to show this because nobody wants to learn from a broke person, right? That is the reality. I am not a materialistic guy. I am not a crazy fanatic guy for cars and all. It is just that for branding I have to do it, but also to make a point that look, if a truck driver's son can get here and quit the job after 16 years being job and become a owner of a Ferrari and live a dream life, anybody can. So the car is a metaphor. Car is actually not what you should aim for. You should aim for, if you want the bling bling, if you want to model the success of Dev Gadhvi or anybody's success with the money, model their habits, model their hard work, model their character, model their values. If you model that, you can have all those things. But if you just focus on all the shiny object, no values, no character, nothing is gonna be in your bucket.
That's a very wonderful thing that you said here, Dev. So I think that Ferrari is a metaphor. So don't go for. And also, when I watched that video, I was like, "ये बच्चा सही question पूछ रहा है." Like this guy asked the right question कि कैसे है ये Ferrari, and I want to own this Ferrari. I'm like, such an impact that you had. That little guy. We didn't even know. मतलब हमें toys भी नहीं पता होते थे. And this guy
और पता है ना,
aiming.
और हाँ एक और चीज है, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू. बच्चे ना बड़े इनोसेंट होते हैं.
हाँ
और बच्चों में ना कोई फिल्टर नहीं होता है, कोई जजमेंट नहीं होता है. If you see, that kid was very pure and he asked, how do I
true
own this Ferrari? He did not
yes
say, Ferrari आपकी है, भाड़े की है, receipt दिखाओ मुझे.
हाँ
Nobody,
हाँ
he did not come and he did not just take a selfie of that. तभी बच्चे ना
हाँ
भगवान का रूप होते हैं. And जो बड़े होते हैं ना, जिनका दिमाग कचरे से भरा हुआ है, they just question, ये तुम्हारी थोड़ी गाड़ी है, जलने वाले लोग हैं ना. They will not say, अरे what an inspiration यार. And if you cannot praise somebody for success,
हाँ
there's no, you don't have right to, question somebody. If you don't clap for somebody's success, you will not attract that in life. So anybody pinpoints and fingers at this, they're just pointing fingers at themselves, the lack and limitation that they have in their mind. Tabhi to bacche, that's why I say it's very pure. You operate from pure heart. They're more spiritual than most of the grown-ups. Kids are more spiritual than our grown-ups because they have no, chal kapat or filters.
True. And they have not been trained yet, the way that we have been trained to, run after things and be in that rat race. So I think वो
Yeah.
थोड़ा mindset उनका वहां पे भी सही हो जाता है. Rather than, asking the wrong questions, that guy literally asked the, right question. And I hope in the future,
Yeah.
I hope that would be really amazing that this guy buys a Ferrari and, owns a jet and then he comes to
I
Dave
would love it.
Gadhvi.
I
But
would love it. Fast forward in the future, I would love to see, man, you did it, boy. Very good.
You did it. Yes,
Yeah.
because you know how right mindset can help you with those things. So this is what again Dave Gadhvi teaches you. So whenever you ask me in DMs ki ye kaise kiya aapne and is it worth it? So people ask me a lot of questions ki was it worth it to release this podcast and pull an all-nighter for this? So I'm like, I'm gaining more valuable connections. This is way more beyond money that I'm gaining. So I don't mind pulling an all-nighter.
You're actually
So
building a relationship, or a lot of people don't understand the relationship capital, right? A
yes,
lot of
yes,
people look at the monetary capital, financial capital, but what they don't
exactly.
understand is the relationship capital and social capital, which is social currency. You building these two
Exactly.
elements, you building relationship and social currency, which will ultimately lead into the financial currency and then the capital. So if you
Exactly.
if you master this relationship, like I'm building relationship with you and through this platform, I'm building relationship with so many lovely people who are sending a lot of messages like ideas
Love, yeah.
incubators India, Neetu, Saurabh. I'm building the relationship. So more relationship I build, more value I add, that converts from relationship capital to social capital to financial capital
Financial
eventually.
capital.
So that is what you should
Yes.
focus on.
Yes, connections are gold, and I will not, get tired of saying that connections are gold. Build them anywhere you go, not just internet, anywhere that you go. So build those connections. Like Dave Gadhvi does that, anywhere he's going, he's picking up somebody or someone and he's talking to them, chill out. And one thing that I learn and love about you, Dave, for real, is that you live in abundance, and I have learned a lot through that, living in abundance, because हमारा माइंड थोड़ा रहता है ना ऐसा कि दैट पर्सन एंड दिस पर्सन एंड हाउ दिस पर्सन हैज इट एंड एंड वी आर नॉट देयर एंड वी आर कंपेयरिंग ऑल द टाइम एंड वी आर सैड. But then when I met you, like I didn't, physically met you. I wish I would someday, but then virtually is also good enough for now, for now. So, I learned this, that you live in abundance, and I have seen those examples everywhere on the internet because I keep watching your channels, and it's amazing to see how abundant lifestyle you have. And I totally go on those footsteps, and now I'm at more peace than before. So I think if you guys haven't noticed that about Dave, तो प्लीज आप नोटिस करो ये कि he is a very, he lives a very abundant lifestyle. So you guys should follow that
Actually,
too.
very good point. I actually want to cover this. Talking about abundance mindset, right? लोग
Yes.
सोच रहे होंगे कि यार abundance अभी आया है देव की लाइफ में, जब उसके पास $1 million है, फरारी है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, सब कुछ है, टीम है, business. But abundance mindset is not when you become abundant in terms physical world and then you say I have abundant mindset now. You have to acquire the abundance mindset when you have nothing. Like going back to year 2018 when I quit my job, क्या था मेरे पास? ना जॉब था, अकेला ना टीम थी, ना मेरे पास प्रोडक्ट इतने जबरदस्त थे या कुछ भी नहीं था, नो प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट था, छोटा मोटा था. I had nothing. And that time I was still operating with abundance mindset. I'll give you an example.
Yes.
Despite I was being the first time coach and I was doing my first workshop, I gave an option who wants to join the Passionpreneur Mastermind. People raised that I want to join, and I said no to these people. Many people who are not ready. That shows I had abundance at that time. क्या मुझे हर कोई नहीं चाहिए, मुझे right audience चाहिए, जबकि मुझे desperately लोग चाहिए थे. I needed people desperately, and In my first workshop, I had failed literally, and I lost lakhs of rupees, and I had money to recover. But second workshop, even when people raise hand, I said, no, you don't just choose me. I
Yes,
also have to choose you as a mentee. So that is the
exactly.
example of abundance. And I left a lot of money. I gave an offer within that webinar or workshop, and people came back after one day. I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Sorry, I can't do it. You miss my way of working and operating. I don't think you're an action taker. You're a doubter. I don't think I
Yes,
can coach you and train you.
yes.
I needed money that time. मुझे बहुत जरूरत थी पैसों की. But I said, नहीं यार, लोग आ जाएंगे अगर अच्छा काम करोगे. If you impact, people's life, इतना सारा, universe ने बहुत कुछ बनाया है. You will get it, whatever you deserve. So
True,
I think
true.
abundance mindset is very, very crucial. A lot of people don't have this. A lot of people have scarcity mindset.
True that, true that. And जब भी when I take classes, no, कभी मौका मिलता है जब भी whenever I take classes or do speaking engagements, I give this example कि देव गढ़वी को जाके follow करो. I think a lot of my mentees will be following you because मैं
Thank you.
सबको
Thank you so
बताती हूँ
much.
ये
Very sweet.
yes, and I think they'll learn a lot. It's not just from me. And then again, I said that I learned this abundance mindset from you. So I tell them to follow all these creators, not just because,
और एक और चीज है मीनाक्षी,
हाँ, हाँ,
यार एक ही लाइफ है.
हम्म,
तुमने शुरू किया है, you're moving towards the deadline that you're gonna die someday. You have
true,
80, 90, whatever years that you have. उसमें से तुमने whatever time जो था उतना खो दिया है या चला गया है. 20 साल, 30 साल, 40 साल. बच्चे कितने? 20 साल, 30 साल, 40 साल, 50 साल. अब
yes,
यही गेम है. और उस 50 साल में भी I actually break it down into three aspects, right? So 21, 21, 21, right? So 18 to 81. 18 तक हमको कुछ पता ही नहीं है क्या
हाँ,
करना है लाइफ में. 81 में भी इट्स टू लेट. यू व्हाटएवर यू डू. तो बचे कितने? बीच के जो है 63 इयर्स, उसको तीन चंक में डिवाइड करो. 21, 21, 63, 21, 21, 21. गेम सिर्फ इसी का है. तो फर्स्ट 21 इयर्स में क्या करो? सीखो, मेहनत करो, अबंडेंस लाओ. नेक्स्ट 21 एंजॉय करो, ग्रोथ करो. लास्ट 21 कूल डाउन हो जाओ, चाहिए तो रिलैक्स करो. तो लाइफ इतना छोटा है. यू नीड टू हैव अबंडेंस माइंडसेट टू डू
true,
एवरीथिंग दैट यू कैन, बी हुएवर यू कैन. तो यहां से छोटा छोटा तिल तिल के मरना, छोटा छोटा लाइफ जीना, सेटल होना कंफर्ट लाइफ में, क्या मतलब है? ये लाइफ तो मीटर
true.
तो चल ही रहा है ना. एक दिन मर ही जाना ना. काम कर करके उसी चेयर पे स्केलेटन बन जाना है, बिल पे कर करके. You don't have to do that. Go out, explore life, travel, meet people, take risk. And if you fail also temporarily, it is okay. You're not gonna
It's
die,
okay.
right?
True.
You're not gonna die. You're gonna bounce back. But whatever steps you take, which is with the abundance and the open mind and the courage, that is gonna be the precious experience of your life. Because at the end of the day, it's all about experience collection. It is not about money collections or materialistic things. कि तुमने कितना अच्छा जिया है. That is the all bottom line. That's it.
True that, true that. So people are asking a lot of questions and sending in a lot of love, and I see some haters too. And you know what you do, haters? I think you guys help us improve our algorithm. The more controversy you create, we are happy
Yes.
for you as well. So don't
And
worry.
here's the thing, right? If
Yes,
nobody's hating you, that means you don't do anything and you're not even growing in life. अगर आपके पास hater
exactly.
नहीं है, आपको कोई doubt नहीं कर रहा, आपको कोई challenge नहीं कर रहा, आपको कोई गलत चीजें नहीं बोल रहा है, मतलब आपने कुछ किया ही नहीं है लाइफ में. जिसकी जितना ज्यादा हेटर, उसका ग्रोथ उतना ज्यादा. और हर किसी को आई डोंट नीड टू मेक देम फैन. हर किसी को मुझे क्लैरिटी देना भी नहीं है ना. आई डोंट वांट टू प्रूव माई सेल्फ टू एवरीबडी. Whoever I need to prove, who has the open mind, who has the open heart, who really want to learn from me, they will come. Haters and
Definitely.
doubters, you guys help me. Thank you so much for hating me more. थोड़ा अपना mind का energy आप मुझे दे रहे हो. Thank you so much. I channelize that in a humble way, nice way, and I prove you wrong every time with my action, with my growth, with my success stories. अगर आपको देखना है, go to my Instagram, look at all the success stories. You think they are also fake? Everybody is fake. Only you the real. Everybody else is fake. So thank you so much. Continue meeting.
Exactly, exactly. We love both our haters and our lovers. So we are like, we're
Yes.
happy in both. Yes. And
And
that's
that's what spirituality teaches us, right?
exactly, exactly.
That is
That's
what
what's,
spirituality teaches us.
yes, truly, truly. I believe in that. So, and also when you said, यहाँ आए हैं मरने के लिए, and what will matter is not, you'll not take your physical things that not your money, not even your bitcoins, okay? You're not taking anything with you when you're dead. You are taking your soul with you and the impact that you made, the people that you helped. So that matters a lot. That matters a lot. So also one more thing, again, I would like to ask you, richness, how do you refine rich for yourself? Like you said, you started in 2018 and 2016 से आप शुरू कर रहे हो, 18 में आपने करना exactly शुरू किया. So then versus now, what do you think is rich for you? How do you define rich?
Very good question. What is rich according to me, and what is my previous definition of rich and what is the definition of now? I think previous definition जो बचपन से हमको बताया गया है, मीडिया ने, सोसाइटी ने, पेरेंट्स ने, कॉर्पोरेट सिस्टम ने, everybody understands the rich language is money. If you're having a lot of money, you have a rich life. That is absolutely not true. And even in that Ferrari ad, I said I help people become rich. But everybody interpreted, 99% interpreted, I make people wealthy by money rich. But they did not understand the richness is not just about the money. When I say rich now, rich in terms of experiences, rich in terms of impact, rich in terms of spirituality, rich in terms of emotional intelligence, rich in terms of health, rich in terms of money as well. Like holistic richness. That is true rich definition for me, not about just the money.
Yes. So we have to come from then versus Dev Gadhvi ka now. Okay,
Yes.
keep that in mind. Cool. So another question. So आपने Passionpreneur Summit किया था, and then you generated a lot of income. So I would like to know in like from you कितना income आपने generate किया था, and also like yes, and also you like आपने Dan को बुलाया था, and then there was Ranvijay Singha and Mandira Bedi and Sharman Joshi. So all of these amazing people you called. So एक valuable takeaways उन लोगों से जो आपको लगता है कि यहाँ पे भी share कर सकते हैं आप.
Sure. पहले तो आपको compliment देना चाहूँगा Meenakshi, is because I did the first interview with you probably 1.5 years ago. I don't remember. But yes. वहाँ के question और यहाँ के quality of question में बहुत जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. So well done.
Thank you.
Personally see your growth. And that's why I agreed to do this interview, because I know that you are somebody who's evolving and growing.
Thank you, sir.
So straightforward question, कितना पैसा बनाया हमने Passionpreneur Summit से? 10 crore बनाया. और मैं very transparently I'm saying it, आप भी बनाओ, आप भी बना सकते हो. And reason why we made this 10 crores is because we had the impact, we had the value that people saw that it is worth more than 10 crore collectively, right? What is one valuable tip I want to share with all of you guys is, यार ये Passionpreneur Summit ना 3 साल से evolve हो रहा है. बहुत लोग people still look at Passionpreneur Summit 10 crores. This is the biggest event that somebody's running in terms of revenue in India, which is virtual within 3 days. ये overnight नहीं हुआ है. 2019 से शुरू हुआ, 2020 में हुआ, 2021 में हुआ. पहला जो summit हुआ ना, मैं बता रहा हूँ, it was really a pain to even get 100 people in the summit. Forget about 1,000, 1,300 plus people. So 100 लोग नहीं आ पाए, despite having a ticket size of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 rupees. यहाँ हमने 1,300 people लाए, and we converted almost 230, 250 people, and we sold a lot of other products as well there. Why did they buy it? Do you think वो बेवकूफ है? नहीं. They are smart. They know where to invest the money. आज इतना transparent world है कि लोग इतना पैसा खर्च करने के बाद, they're not stupid. They know, they try and test a lot of things. They see a lot of testimonials. So one tip I'm going to give you is think big and persist until that dream becomes a reality. But think big in terms of not just making money. Think big in terms of impacting lives, and 10 crores or whatever 100 crores will be the byproduct of that. So think big, add value, and persist. That is the bottom line.
Exactly. And patience is the key.
Patience, yes, 100%.
Yes, again, I learned this from you as well. So I keep noticing all those points, I think I learned a lot from all of you that I follow. And I don't think that, it's not just about watching content, but I think people believe in themselves because of you. And that's when they, buy your tickets, which are, super high. It's not because they are idiots, but because they believe in themselves as well as you. So they know that they can do it as well. So that's when you're, interested into paying all of that money. You're going to 10 times double it. So इस पे भी एक बड़ा अच्छा question आता है कि 10x जो आप बोलते हैं. So would you like to tell us what that 10x is?
Yeah, I mean 10x it purely comes from, this is my dedication to my first mentor, Grant Cardone, and I'm really a big loyal student of Grant Cardone and Dan Lok. Like mentor मेरे लिए भगवान के समान है. like first parents मेरे भगवान हैं, फिर दूसरा जन्म मेरे को mentors ने दिया है. So to me, 10x reflects my mentors vibe in there, and 10x to me means 10 times the big goal or mission,
Yes.
and 10 times the action to have the life which is 10 times bigger and better than what you're living right now. That is the 10x definition for me.
Okay, wonderful. I have some weird questions as well. Please ask him for a shairi. Cool. And then the Ayushman is saying high paying skills, one and little deep. High paying skills.
I mean, somebody also had the question, right? 3 high income skills that I really love. I would say public speaking, sales, and marketing. If you have these 3 skills, man, you can conquer the world. Puri duniya jeet sakte ho. I'll repeat one more time. 3 high income skills that I truly, really love. One is the public speaking, which is a communication impacting many people's life. Second is sales, your ability to sell and persuade people to make a decision and buy your product or service. And third is marketing yourself and your product and service. If you can have these 3 things combined, but ye metaverse आए, IoT आए, ये उसका पप्पा आए, कोई कुछ नहीं उखाड़ सकता, because these 3 skills will always be in demand forever. Tools and technology will change, but the fundamentals and principles of these skills will always be there. And जब तक चांद है, सूरज है, तब तक हम हैं. जब तक ये 3 स्किल है, तब तक हमारा बिजनेस है, तब तक हमारा ग्रोथ है. कोई कुछ तुम्हारा नहीं बिगाड़ सकता. Go and develop these 3 high income skills.
True, very true. I totally agree with this. अगर I don't know how many of you read books, तो literature जब आप पढ़ोगे, तो शेक्सपियर के टाइम से और उसके पहले से, they talk about oratorship and public speaking skills, that is. So एक चीज और मैं पूछूंगी इसमें कि people are very scared of it, coming on the stage and speaking in front of people. So I know a lot of people have a lot of definitions. आपकी क्या definition है कि कैसे हम वो डर भगाएं, of public speaking?
Yeah, बहुत अच्छा question है. How do you get rid of the public speaking, fear? I think पहले तो ना ये phobia हमारे मन में बन गया है. तो जितना वो होते ना हवा बना दिया हमने, राई का पहाड़ बना दिया है. तो जितना उतना एक्चुअली वो है नहीं, उतना हमने दिमाग में सोच के उसको बड़ा कर दिया है. Public speaking क्या है? You and I, we are doing this podcast live. It's a public speaking. 2 people talking together. Public speaking. Other people are listening, whether digital or virtual. Whether you're talking to your team or whether you're talking on the platform or whatever speech. Public speaking का डर भगाने के लिए ना सबसे important चीज है, before the skill set, change your mindset. In the mindset, your belief system, your self-image. वो कैसे change होगा? Do some rituals. I mean, again, go and read the books. Mindset books. That is going to change your life. How do you build your powerful mindset? तो skill set कोई काम नहीं आएगा, right? जब हम बच्चे थे, कोई language नहीं समझते थे, कोई grammar नहीं समझते थे, we are more confident. जब बड़े हो गए, language अच्छी हो गई है, but डर ज्यादा हो गया. So how do you get rid of that? That is all the garbage filters that we put. I'm not good enough. I'm not so smart. तो ये हटा देना है. That is the first thing. Learn a lot about the mindset. Second is the skill set. Practice. And how do you practice? Start by just making one small video. Introduction video on social media. You don't need a stage. You don't need a TEDx and JoshTalks platform. You started. How you started? Anybody can start. Just start making small videos. That's how I started. Like, मेरे को कोई public speaking experience नहीं था. All I did is was leading a team, but इतना कोई खास नहीं था. Not I think that I'm a great public speaker right now, though. I just started making crappy videos. Here's my challenge to all of you guys. Make 100 crappy videos. If you really want to conquer the public speaking, make 100 crappy videos. उसके बाद मुझे बताना if you have improved on public speaking or you're still fearful of public speaking. Period.
Yes, true that. The challenge accepted. Okay.
Awesome.
Before posting any reel, if you're thinking twice, then you just post it already. Just don't care. Just
कोई आके गोली नहीं मार देगा. अरे तुम्हारा वीडियो बहुत बकवास था.
And when they say वो बकवास था, I think you should fight even more. तो वो algorithm में boost up होता है.
नहीं तुम बोलो बिल्कुल बकवास था. भैया बताओ कैसे improve करूं. बस simple. Become more humble. No, yeah, you're right. I'm bakwas. Tell me how to improve. I'm here to improve. Simple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm loving all the questions and the love that you guys are sharing. Sandy, Saurabh, Alia, and Neetu has been completely been here for for the entire life. Neetu, congratulations on
Thank you,
that.
Neetu.
Thank you for being here. And like Dave Gadhvi showed his book, 80% mindset and 20% skills. And I think you guys need to read his second book as well, that six Sundays a week life. ओ जानी
Yes.
कैसे कैसे
Maybe हम दिखा दें, चेहरा दिखा दें इसका.
हाँ
This book also is good. You guys
हाँ
love it, both the books.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I have 80% skill set. वो थोड़ा दूर है मेरे stand से. I
कोई
would
नहीं, no
have
problem, no
grabbed it,
problem, no problem.
but I'm going to share it later. So both of you can relate to the first book so much, and then the second book teaches you how to, live that life, building, your business around your passion, earning money through your passion. And I think there's so much to, learn from both the books that they've. आप third book कब release करें?
एक्चुअली ना इतना काम आ गया, मैंने एक्चुअली फिनिश ही नहीं कर पाया हूँ, बट मैं प्रॉमिस करता हूँ 2022 में थर्ड बुक आ जाएगी.
Yay.
100%.
Yes. I'm also on my way to write my book, but again मैं देवगढ़ भी जैसे promise नहीं करूँगी, but
अरे कमेंट कर दो, कमेंट फर्स्ट, फिगर थिंग्स आउट. कर दो
okay,
कमेंट.
this year December तक पक्का.
डन. डेट भी
Done.
दे दो, 15 दिसंबर.
15 दिसंबर done.
डन.
Okay,
चलो
done.
हम दोनों एक दूसरे को अभी अकाउंटेबल रखेंगे, ठीक है? 15
ठीक है.
दिसंबर से पहले हमारी बुक आएगी, ठीक है? हाई
ठीक
फाइव,
है,
हाई
done.
फाइव, हाई
High
फाइव.
five. Yay, virtual high five. And you guys,
Yes.
all of you that are watching are also accountable for us. अगर हम नहीं
Yes.
करें ना, आप DM
See,
करो, आप DM
this
करो,
is the real
comment करो.
example of manifestation में जो तुमने आपने बोला ना कि कैसे
हाँ.
मैनिफेस्ट करते हैं. बस यही करना है, दिमाग में डालना है, कमेंट करो, अनाउंस कर दो, फिर लोग पूछते रहेंगे, अरे यार करना है. अकाउंटेबिलिटी, इतने लोग फ्री में अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर मिल रहे हैं, तो कर दो बाबा, तो देखी जाएगी जो होगी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. और बिल्कुल शर्माना नहीं है, हम सब कमिट करेंगे और आप सब हमें डीएम करेंगे और कमेंट्स में डालेंगे अगर हम कंप्लीट नहीं करते ना ये टास्क टू फिनिश आवर
Yes.
बुक. सो you guys just DM us and comment
Yes,
us.
give us, थप्पड़, लात, जूता virtually.
Perfect. So I think I covered everything, but I want to ask one बिगर धमाका. जैसे आपने पैशनप्रेन्योर समिट में इन सबको बुलाया और हमें एकदम बिल्कुल एंड देन यू आर ब्रिंगिंग आउट दैट रैपिंग सॉन्ग एंड आई एम सुपर एक्साइटेड, कांट वेट, आई लिटरली कांट वेट. आपने तो शूट किया, मैं वेट ही नहीं कर पा रही, मुझे देखना है क्या हुआ उसमें. सो एक बड़ा धमाका और जो आप करने वाले हो फ्यूचर में.
अभी बड़ा धमाका, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें करने वाला हूँ, बट एक जो बहुत ही जल्दी आने वाला है बड़ा धमाका, ऐसे लोगों को मैंने देखा है, कोचेस, ट्रेनर्स, सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स, कंसल्टेंट, बहुत लोग स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. तो मैं चाहता हूं ना, आई हेल्प दोज पीपल who are struggling to scale their business, grow their business. I'm going to help them personally through my upcoming project that I'm going to launch, which is going to be high ticket entrepreneur.
Awesome.
How do you become a high ticket entrepreneur? Like बहुत लोग मैंने देखा छोटे छोटे चार्ज करके तिल के मरते रहते हैं, कोई प्रॉफिट मार्जिन नहीं है, कोई कैश फ्लो नहीं है. क्यों यार, क्यों? चार्ज हाई टिकट. हाउ डू यू चार्ज हाई टिकट? हाउ डू यू कन्वर्ट मोर ऑन प्लेटफॉर्म? हाउ डू यू कन्वर्ट मोर ऑन वन ऑन वन? ये चीज को लेकर मैं बड़ा एक्साइटेड हूँ कि हाउ आई कैन हेल्प सो मेनी पीपल टू ग्रो देयर बिजनेस, बिकॉज मुझे बड़ा मजा आता है व्हेन समबडी ग्रोज. वो मेरा रियल पे डे है, व्हेन आई कैन इम्पैक्ट समबडीज लाइफ positively and help. And there's no better way to choose to make an impact than helping an entrepreneur. Because if you can help an entrepreneur, उसकी वजह से सारे उनके एम्प्लॉई, सारे उसके वेंडर्स की भला होता है, सारी फैमिली का भला होता है, पूरा इकोनॉमी का भला होता है. This is the biggest ripple effect that anybody can have. You can go and give food to poor. Yes, I help a lot of street vendors by Care Nation. But सबसे बड़ा जो impact होता है is when you help an entrepreneur. पूरा इकोनॉमी ग्रो होता है, एंड एवरीबडी ग्रोज. लाइक जस्ट थिंक अबाउट द रैप सॉन्ग, राइट? एक रैप सॉन्ग ने कितने लोगों की दिहाड़ी, आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग द टिपिकल वर्ड, कितने लोगों का घर चलाया है इन द मिडल ऑफ पेंडेमिक. यू वोंट बिलीव, ये लोग ना बहुत घर पे बैठे थे. लाइट दादा से लेके, साउंड दादा से लेके, खाना खिलाने वाले, मेकअप दादा से लेके, सबका घर चला यार. व्हेन यू स्पेंडिंग 20 लाख रुपीस just on one rap song, तो I'm putting money in the universe. सबका घर चल रहा है, मुझे भी अच्छा लग रहा है, मेरा भी एंटरटेनमेंट हो रहा है. तो if you empower more entrepreneurs, if you empower more people who are hard working, I think सबका घर चलेगा. सबके वीडियो बने, सबके बुक्स आए, सबके प्रोग्राम्स बने, सबका इम्पैक्ट हो. सबका मंगल हो, सबका मंगल हो. Vipassana. In the dialogue of Guru Goenka ji. सबका मंगल.
Exactly. And I like what you're saying is that ripple effect आता है हमारा. We are one and one is all. ये यहीं पे example दे दिया देव गढ़वी ने कि ये ripple effect होता है जो आप खर्चा कर रहे हो ना. ऐसा नहीं है कि in the middle of the pandemic, literally he just did it few months ago, and we were all in the middle of pandemic. We were all scared of it, and he has done it, and literally everybody got jobs from this. And you'll see it. I saw the behind the scenes. I hope you share more behind the scenes on YouTube. पूरा एक compilation behind the scenes का BTS. We would love to watch it कि behind the scenes, क्योंकि हम out product जब देखते हैं सिर्फ top मतलब main product जब देखते हैं, we don't think about the raw product, what happened
Yeah.
behind the scenes, that's more.
Done. हमने सब शूट कर रखा है behind the scene. चलो आपकी डिमांड
Yes.
पे करेंगे हम लोग. तो क्या पहले आना चाहिए? Behind the scene आना चाहिए कि actual rap song आना चाहिए?
पहले rap song,
Okay.
तो जिससे
उसके बाद behind
लोग
the scene.
then behind the scenes, yes.
Okay,
That would
okay,
be
done. चलो.
amazing.
Done.
Yay.
करेंगे पक्का.
Yes. You guys can thank me later. Okay. There's one very good question. ये एक आध questions और मैं ले रही हूँ. श्रद्धा ने पूछा है कि what's the secret to his energy and all time high level enthusiasm? बताइए सर.
The secret of my energy is boost. Is secret of my energy. No, I'm just joking. Well, actually, मेरा energy ना, you see, there are 3 levels of energy that most of people don't understand. Okay, physical, mental, and spiritual. तीनों energy बहुत जरूरी है. Some people just focus on physical energy. Some people just focus on mental or emotional energy. Some people don't focus at all on spiritual energy. Very few people focus on that, right? तो ये 3 combination होना है. और I'm telling you, all 3 feeds into each other. If you do something better in fitness, mental energy बहुत अच्छा होता है. और mental and physical energy बहुत अच्छा होता है, and you add value to people. If you be more spiritual, वापस आपको mental energy मिलता है, physical energy मिलता है. तो तीनों का एक साथ बढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. How do I get it? I eat right, sleep well. I talk to people who are more energetic like you. I add more value to people. I practice spirituality. तो ये सब energy बढ़ाता है मेरा.
Exactly.
That is
I
the
think
secret.
it's like it's from both the sides. Like I am not this energetic if I'm not with people like you. Okay, that's the truth.
And by
That's
the way,
the
I'm
truth.
not like this chirpy and happy and excited with all the podcasters. Okay,
Wow.
it is because you are happy and you're chirpy. Your energy is rubbing on me. Some people who are very formal, so they tell us, how do you do this? So I tell them formally. So this is the first step. This is the second step. This is the third step. They want it formal, so I'll be formal. I try to match the energy, so I drive energy from people like you.
Exactly. Thank you so much, sir. ये मतलब ये water की तरह हो जाता है. पानी just उसमें जाएगा. It will take the shape of that
Yeah,
vessel.
just
So
take the shape.
just like that. Okay. And one last question. And if you guys have any other questions to ask, you are given one more chance. So let us know what spirituality is in terms of Dev Gadhvi.
Oh, बहुत बढ़िया question है. I love the depth of the question. What is spirituality according to Dev Gadhvi? Is knowing yourself first, knowing this inner universe, not metaverse, but knowing inner universe, who you are, how do you behave, how do you channelize your emotions, how do you regulate your thoughts. Understanding everything within this inner verse is the first thing. The second part of that is adding value and helping others to become better and looking at others as a human being and being value to them. There's no better spiritual person than a person who is in service. If you serve somebody in some or the other way, there is no better spiritual person. Spirituality doesn't mean कि माला जपते रहो, नमाज पढ़ो, गुरुद्वारे में जाओ, मोमबत्तियां जलाओ. That is not spirituality. That is religious, which has an element of spirituality. But you don't have to be religious to be spiritual. You can be non-religious and spiritual. That is my definition. By knowing yourself and being unbiased,
Exactly.
being non-judgmental, being detached. You can love others and yet being detached with others. Right?
True.
Their happiness, their sadness, their words should not impact you. Like a lot of haters come to me. I'm detached, man. I don't take your hate. I'm very happy with my life. This hate is going to burn you. Poison is going to kill you. So that is spirituality. That you don't react to what people say. You know who you are. And you know how to regulate your emotions inside and manage it and keep doing good. That is the definition of spirituality for me.
Wonderful definition, and everything was true, like I think you're gonna poison yourself if you're gonna hate too much and keep that poison inside you. So, and it's not gonna affect us. We are in the Buddha mode. So, be like that. And okay, I have another question from Gaurav. Gaurav is saying how to build that mindset, growth mindset and millionaire mindset and multi-millionaire mindset.
सिंपल आंसर गौरव इज दिस, इसमें सारा सीक्रेट है. मैं एक क्या शब्द बोल दूं या एक क्या लाइन बोल दूं जो तुम्हारा माइंडसेट चेंज कर देगा. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल, राइट? बट व्हाट अबाउट यू स्पेंड few years with me through this book, which I took 2 years to write this book. Why don't you read this book and follow the step-by-step process? Anything that you want to acquire, whether it's health, wealth, mindset, everything is a process. Everything is a process. Nothing will be built overnight. So to have a great mindset, to have a millionaire mindset, it is also a process. क्या process है? 3-step process है. Realization, transformation, and sustainability. वो क्या है? Just read the book and you'll know my secret of how do I build my mindset.
Exactly. And you should definitely read it. जो Joe और Mo की कहानी है, the story of Joe and Mo, and that's when you'll relate, and then you'll try to switch. तो कैसे switch करना है, कौन हो आप, जो हो या Mo हो, you need to read the book for that.
Yes,
and if you have
identify.
already read the book, I think you should screenshot it and tag us both on your stories and let
I would
us know
love
in the
it. I would love
comments.
to reshare the story and give you a shout out if you read the book. Tag both
Wonderful.
of us. I'm gonna give you a reshout.
देखो, abundance mindset, sir, is really abundant. I'm very, super grateful for that too. And also I learn a lot. And also, जब आप कहते हो ना, to be unbiased. So that's also a very, amazing thing that you have said. And I think a lot of us can make this world better if we are unbiased. Instead of
True.
judging people on the first impression and then not giving them a chance. And I think we can all grow together.
Very hard to do. Very few people can do it because we all human beings are very biased. We think that we are not, but most of us, we are very biased. So how do you maintain that unbiasedness? How do you don't judge people? And how do you have samta bhav, right? Equanimity. How do you have that equanimity and samta bhav and don't get too overwhelmed, too feeling bad, don't have too much of craving? How do you maintain that balance and look at everything in neutrality and yet enjoy the pie, enjoy the chocolate, enjoy the life? But how do you have neutrality? That's what it is.
True. And the next generation of marketing is to grow together rather than being unbiased and judging people. So I think we need to go there. Gen Z is going there. So thank you so much, Dave, sir. This was an amazing live. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm thankful for your time. And you took time from your busy schedule for us. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you so much for being with us.
एक ही request है, Meenakshi, stop calling me sir. You can just call me Dave. That is okay.
Okay.
You don't have to call me sir. I know you're saying it because of respect and all, but thank you so much. I was really happy being in this podcast. I'm so happy to see your evolution in last 1.5 years. I wish you the best. Guys, do share this podcast if you really loved. Put in your chat box what is your best aha moment takeaway, because when you type it, you register in your brain the most. Or whatever your best moment, whatever best learning that you had, type it in so you'll remember the most. Thank you, Meenakshi, for doing this. And
thank you so much, Dave. Loved it. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.